Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and today we are going to do a paper pad tear down where basically I take this paper pad apart, try and make a few page kits. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to have to pull from my stash, but you know, I haven't looked at this in a while, so who knows. First thing I'm going to do, like I always do, is tear everything apart and sort things by color. Let me just share with you some of the patterns and why I think I'm going to need to pull from my stash. So this is kind of a brownie pink, and it's got little white V shapes on them. This one's quite neutral. This is that brownie pink and almost like a rusty brown color. Very busy pattern, but this reads fairly neutral. And then to expand on that kind of rusty browny pink color, I guess, the darker shade, there's this pattern, which is also very busy, and then there is this floral with gold foiling. So that's one color grouping. Then have this kind of mint green, I guess, or sage green. And this is a really pretty pattern, but again, very busy. And then this reads more solid, but again, very busy. And then in a darker tone of that, we've got the one with the animal prints, and then one with gold foiling. I think this is the same shade of green, but it's on a white background. It looks more green, whereas this looks more blue-green, but I think that's just the light color playing off of that. There are also these sandy color, or what do they call it, grayish. Again, that same pattern. And then there is this geometric with stripes. Again, these are all very busy patterns. Beautiful. Like, I really like them, but very busy, which I like to have things a little bit more neutral-ish, I guess. And then there are some darker browns. Again, this is a geometric. And then this floral or leafy frond print. There are some basic wood grain, and then a straw basket weave. Those would make great background papers. And then there's two very heavily foiled sheets. What I pulled out as kit starters would be this floral on the green, and I believe this is very similar in pattern to this one. I could use this as a kit starter as well, but for now I've left it in here. There is this multicolored small floral, and then there's the animal print and the cut aparts. And then there was, I forgot this in the colors, there is this kind of mustard yellow. Again, another pretty geometric print, but very busy. And here is another one. This has got that sagey green in there as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this case, because I know I'm probably going to end up pulling from my stash, is I'm just going to combine the papers that I think will go together, and then we'll go to my stash, and we'll probably pull in some more neutral patterns just to make everything a little less busy. Okay, so let's start with the animal print. Right away, I like this dark with one of those. That's a pretty obvious choice. And because this doesn't have any foiling in it, I think this one would work as well. And we've got the second one, and I'm thinking for this one, it might be fun to pull in that sage green and, oh, this one might work. The scale on this brown and this sage green are very similar in size, but this reads so dark that it almost reads as a solid pattern. So I think that will work as well. Now both of these so far have been 3 sheets, so I definitely would not need to pull from my stash, but I may still do so anyways once we get looking. Okay, then we have this multicolored floral. I definitely like this brown with it. That works really well. And what about one of these? I think that'll work. For the second one, what happens if we go with one of these more lighter browns this time? And this dark wood green. I like that. Okay, now we've got this one. I definitely like this one with it. Again, though, the scale is a little bit off on this. If you just focus on the flowers are really tiny compared to the shapes in here. But overall, this pattern, I think, reads very similar in scale. If you look at the circle versus the leaves, very, very similar. So not ideal, but I think I can make this work. So I'll pull in this light color here. But do I still like that together? Let's see if this one works better. Or just this one. I think I like that better. What do you guys think? It's a good thing I got two sheets. I'm gonna mix and match it a little bit. So we could do this one and maybe this basket weave. Yeah. Now these cut aparts are pretty neutralish in their patterns, other than the foiling. Lots of foiling. So we might get away with some of these busier patterns with this. So what about if we take that one? And what else? I don't know, you guys, I'm just struggling. They're just too similar. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I am just not feeling it. I think what I'm going to do, because all of these other ones have 3 to 4 sheets already, I'm just going to tuck these in with one of those, and then we'll go pull the stash and see what we could do with the rest of this. Okay, so I pulled out 4 more sheets that I think could be kit starters. I like to use multicolored pieces as inspiration, and I think with this one here I can make this one work. I think those two will look really great. And so what I need is like a mustard yellow color, I think, to wrap this one up. So I'm just going to quickly flip through my yellow section. It's not very big, and I'm just going to pull out anything that I think kind of has a mustardy yellow color to it. I've got a lot here. This was from Die Cuts with a View gold pad, and it wasn't quite what I was hoping for. when I purchased it, I thought it was going to be more gold, but it ends up being more this mustard yellow color. Okay, so I'm just quickly fanning through here, looking for anything that might possibly work, and just pulling those out so that we can see if we like them. And like I said, I'm not being particular, I'm just looking for anything that remotely will work, and we can always look more closely at it here in a bit. Now my stash is not super big when it comes to yellows. This is not that intimidating to flip through. Okay, so I pulled this one out thinking there is some of this kind of dark green, teal green color with the yellow. Completely a side note. Does that work? No, not really. Okay, doesn't hurt to try. Could probably get away with this one, but not really the mood and feel that I'm going for. So let's put that one back. Okay, I think I want a more solid, because this is such a busy pattern. And we can do the polka dots. Can never go wrong with dots. That would definitely work. Or do we want to go with a more solid? That would make a great layering or background piece. Both of those would work. See if there's anything else. Oh, this one's kind of fun. It's another geometric. I think I like that better than the dots. You can see the pattern. Okay, so we're gonna keep that one. Like I said, that was from a Die Cuts with a View gold pad. Okay, what else do we got here? So we got 2 of these sheets with the sage in here, and I think these would definitely go with that. I like that, so I'm gonna pull that aside because it needs more. We've got a second one. I don't want to do the same pattern again, but I do need something that reads a little more solid. This is too yellow. I thought it was more mustard. What about this bokeh? Kind of like that too. Okay, so that takes care of those 2. This one doesn't really have any yellow in here. It's the gold that is showing as a yellow. So I think this is it for yellow, although maybe I should pull out some of these and add them to the other kits because they would make fantastic backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull those back here for a minute. See what we got going on. Okay, that's the one we just finished. So this one I paired with the dark green, the floral, and then the cut-aparts. But I'm also liking this one, and this is from that same gold pad. It's actually the same pattern I used in the other one, but it's the reverse side. And I think I really like that. I like that even better than this piece. I'm wondering if we take this piece out. Let's take this one out and substitute that one in. I think that works better. Okay, what do we got going on with this one? This one already has a dark one. I don't want to change that one up. Ooh, this one definitely could use a gold. And which one? That one, or do you want to go more yellow? I think I like that. And what about this one? Oh, this one has the brown, wood green, and the light. It could definitely use the gold to cheer this one up. And I think this one would work quite well. This is a lighter color than the other ones, but I think because there's so much white going on here that it kind of tones down the gold in this one, and I think we can get away with that. And then we just have the 2 green ones, which I don't want to add any gold to. So what we're left with are things to supplement this one and things to supplement or to add to these 2. Let's put the yellow away and pull out either the light green or maybe a pink. I thought I would go with the green because I know green is a smaller section than my pink, but I literally had no green. So I could have put this in like a minty color, or an aqua color. So I just pulled my aqua section. We'll see if there's anything here that jumps out. You know, it's not a perfect match, but it does change it up. So that is a contender. So I've got 2 sheets of that. I think that's also from Die Cuts with a View. This is a Felicity Jane. That's a little too pale. What about the other side? No. Most definitely not. This might work. Yeah, that's a contender. This is from My Mind's Eye. And I kind of like this one too. I don't remember who this was from, but it was kind of a grungy chalkboard paper pack. Everybody recognize this paper from Hobby Lobby? No. Wow, that is a hard color to match up. You'd think if you had all this stuff in your stash that it would be easy, and then you get something like this that just kind of stuffs you. No, this is too green. Isn't that funny? I thought it was green and now I'm saying it's too blue. Maybe I have to look at my blues. That is getting closer. I just don't like it. Too light. Too green, too green. How about this one? That one would work. Definitely more on the blue-green side of things, or a green-blue than green. Interesting. It's funny how your eye can trick you. Oh, that one is good. This is, I believe, Stampin' Up, if I remember correctly. I believe this one's Stampin' Up, but I really like that. Normally I would say stop as soon as you find something that you think will work, but I just, you know, at this point I just want to go all the way through and see if there's anything else. But normally it's not worth, you know, searching your entire stash for that perfect paper, because if you can make anything work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's cute too. This is an old SEI paper. I'll throw a sheet in there just in case. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see what we got. Okay, I started off with the bokeh and that one, and I think I really do like it with this blue. And I think because I've pulled out both sheets, I'm just going to add both sheets right away, and then that way I don't have to worry about being careful with it. And then the second one, I've already got kind of a backgroundy paper, so I don't think I need to use that. But we could add that one, or what about this geometric print with the foiling? I don't know, you guys. I think I like that better. Okay. You'll notice I don't spend a lot of time agonizing on this. I can always change my mind at a later date. And if I don't like a kit, I can always dismantle it and throw it back in my stash. So it really truly isn't worth spending a ton of time on it. Okay, so now let's pull out some pink and see if we can make some kits out of these ones. My pink section is exploding. This is only maybe a third of it, and so I would really like to use up some of this right off the bat. I really like this one with this. I think that works really well, so I'm gonna pair that one up. See if we got anything else for this one. Although in the kit there was this one, so why don't we pair that up and then we don't have to worry about it. Now we need something to brighten this up. I'm thinking a white or something in the brown. So let me pull out my neutrals and see if we can find anything. As I was about to pull out my neutrals, I noticed that I had I remembered that I had a brick section, and I thought this actually would look really cool with it. So I think I'm going to pair this one up with the brick. Let's just see if there's anything else in here for the other one. See, that one would work well too, although it's a little too much of the same tone. See, that one would work well too. Interesting. Okay, I think I don't want to do two with brick. This is my neutrals. This is about the first half of it. We got a lot of gray here at the beginning, which we can skip right over, because if anything, I think I want to do brown, what I'm leaning towards. I don't know. Ooh, I like that. So it's from another paper pad. It's kind of got like a vintage look to it. I quite like that. Let's just do a little more digging. See if anything else jumps out at us. This one might be kind of fun to add in the mix to brighten it up. Yeah, I like that. This was another, I think, well, I know it was a paper pad. It was probably Die Cuts with a View. It was like a tone-on-tone paper pad. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so I still have a number of patterns left, plus these foiled sheets, which you guys know that I'm kind of overdone with these. But before I put these in my stash, I thought I would quickly go through my kit starters and see if there's anything that would work in here. This may be a complete bust, but it's always a good idea to, you know, refresh your memory of what's in your stash anyways. So for what I consider a kit starter, typically they are multicolored papers that I really don't know where to put them, or I find them inspiring. And what I'm looking for here is anything with these kind of fall tones to them. And I have a feeling I'm not going to find a ton, because I tend to craft more with bright colors than I do autumnal kind of colors. Not sure about this one. Let's see what else we got here. Again, I'm just doing a very quick flip through here for anything that possibly would work with any of these patterns. So I'm just pulling those out and seeing where we end up. And it may be that I pull one from this and then more from my stash. You know, that could very well be. Just trying to make my stash as usable as possible. Lots of stripes. Whew. Lots of bright colors. Like I said, that's kind of my normal thing I gravitate towards. So it's not surprising that I see a lot of those colors in here. But you never know. Like I said, I pulled a few out, so maybe we can make at least a couple more kits. You may be wondering why I make kits, and it's because I like to do things in batches, I guess, if you will. And by that, I mean I like to do all my paper sorting, paper matching in one go, so that when I'm ready to craft, I don't have to dig through a bunch of paper. It just kind of slows down my process a little. So if I've already got papers pre-picked, it just makes the next step much easier to deal with. That one might work. Maybe not for all the colors, but for some of them, maybe. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, for this first one, I was thinking maybe this here would work. I think that actually does. So I am thinking that that would be a good pairing. I don't know that I necessarily like too much else with it, except for maybe this basket weave. No. So I think this needs something else, so we'll have to pull from my stash. For this one, I was thinking the browns and grays would work. I quite like that. I don't think, oh, actually I do like that too. I like that one a lot. But I don't know that I like it with this. What happens if we substituted this one? No. What about this one? No. This one and this one, or this one and this one? I think I like this better. I pulled out these two pink ones. These are from a Prima Pad, I believe, because I was thinking maybe these neutrals would work. And then just add a pink or something in there. I don't know that I would necessarily do both of them. I think I like that one better. Let's do that one. Let's put this one back. Okay, for this one, I focused in on this green color and thought maybe we could combine it with this. Whew, that's a bit of a stretch, huh? This is so busy. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Could also pair it with this one. That works a little better. Not that I was expecting this one to go, but this kind of red and this kind of orange, when you look at them together, reads very similar to this. So I think you could get away with that. So let's try it. This one here again I picked it for the neutrals, and I was thinking that this one would look pretty cool. It would look good with it, and I actually do not mind that. What about with this one? See, I don't mind that as well, but I don't know that I like the two of these together. What about this geometric? And this one I think is a Dear Lizzie, maybe? I don't know, you guys tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I don't know. I think I'm going to, what about this one? Oh, I like that one much better. Didn't even think of that one. Okay, that's going with that. And this one, I was thinking might work with this geometric, this yellow. I do like that. And it needs something dark though, like a dark green. Okay, so that is it for these. These are gonna go in my stash. I think I probably broke out even, meaning what I pulled from my stash is going in, so I'll consider that a win. Let's pull out some of those other colors again and see if we can match something up with these. Like I said, this one either needs a dark gray, black, or a green. While I am looking at the greens for this one, I'm also going to consider any greens for this one, as well as this one and this one. So we're looking for multiple greens in one shot. So let's just kind of lay these out in front of me so I don't forget. Now this one could be kind of fun with this. I think I like that. I think I like that. So we're going to call that one done. What about that one and that one? I think that works okay too. See, guys, I just don't think about it too much. I just go with it, and hopefully it all ends up where I need it to go. Okay, so we're looking for like an olivey green, and actually, do I like that? This is a maybe. I'm not completely sold on that one yet. What about a stripe? You all know how much I love a stripe. Oh, I like that so much better. Okay, this is the one we're going with. The white in this one just jazzes up this paper, which, here, I'll show you the difference. Because the color is very, very similar. See how this here, these colors just kind of meh to each other. I don't know how else to describe it. They're very similar in tone. Is that the right word? I'm not technical, you guys. I just know what I like and what I don't like. But then if you throw in the stripe, it just brightens this up significantly and actually makes this pop. So going with that. Okay, last one is this green, and it's got a lot of blues in it, so we may have to go into the aquas. We'll see. See where we end up. I think that might be too geometric with this one. Yep. But not that one. You'll notice I've got some multicolors in here, and if you've watched me go through breakdowns, paper pad breakdowns and stuff before, sometimes with the multicolor, because I don't want everything to be in multicolor, I just pick a color that I'm gravitated towards or gravitate towards, and use that, or use that as a defining point as to where to put it. I think this is too green. That sounds funny, too green. as I mentioned, it's good to go through your stash periodically just to know what you have. No, I think that's too much geometric. You know how it is, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Too much this, too much that. I think I need something a little more solid. I might have to go with like, I don't know, a dark gray maybe? Okay, a little more green to flip through. Let me see what's in there. I had a sneak peek through what was left of the green and I didn't see anything. So we're going to move on to aquas and see if there's anything for this one and for this one. But I'm looking more for like the dark teal color, not this aqua color. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can succeed. Okay, I already know that this is going to work. This is a Felicity Jane one. It's light, but I like that. And I think I'm going to put a dark gray in here as well. I forgot this one too. This would be another one, although I think a dark black or something would work really well with this. So we'll put those two aside. And I'm just going to quickly fan through these and see if there's anything dark with contrast. I don't remember seeing anything when we just went through it. But, you know, oh, actually. Oh, let's see. I like it, but I don't like it, so I'm going to put it back in. I don't love it. It's not the time and place for it. It's almost this butterfly color, but not quite. I don't think so. I don't think we have what I'm looking for. Although, maybe I spoke too soon. Let's take a closer look at this one. I actually do not mind that at all. This blue-green is picking up in some of the blue-greens in the leaves. I do not mind that. I still think it would look good with a contrasting color, and I could always add like a pop of black, dark black or dark gray when I'm working with this kit. So, but we're going to pull out the gray anyways and black anyways, so maybe we will find one to add in here. Okay, so our goal for both of these is a darker gray and this one like a black. Well, let's see what we come up with. I think this might actually even be a navy. No. How about this one? Not loving it. But I do like this one. This is a Stampin' Up! Paper as well. I do like that. I think that's just the piece that it needed. Okay, let's look at these again. We already have a stripe, so I need something that's more solid. Lots of stripes. I think this is my stripe section now that I think about it. And then these are geometrics, shapes. I think that will work. It's a bit eclectic, but I think it will work. Okay, and I said I wanted a dark gray or a black for this one. It's so interesting feeling the different weights of the paper over time. Some of these are super thin. This one has potential, but I think it's too similar to this print. What about the stars? Again, I think this is too similar, but we're getting in the right direction. I just need something a little more solid. I think that'll work. These have an off-white dot to them, but because there is like yellow and stuff in here, I think it's fine. So I think we're gonna go with that. I made a ton of kits today, not just ones from that paper pad. I'm really excited with some of the kits. I can't wait to get started. I hope you find this process inspiring. So grab out your paper pads, maybe make some kits. If kits aren't your thing, at least familiarize yourself with what you have in your stash so that you are ready to go. Thanks so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting.